Welcome to Starkville, Mississippi, affectionately referred to as Stark Vegas, where earplugs are highly recommended because the cowbells will be ringing. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day. As we see the number 7 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Mississippi State Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Alabama about to kick off to get things started. And he's going to try to return this one. The Bulldogs offense will get the first crack at it here. And the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive in games like this, guys, and it's crucial to get your emotions under control.
No doubt. In rivalry games, you've got to limit the mental errors and you've got to limit the penalties because those will kill you, Bob.
And you got to come out under control. It means so much. We know that. The fans are all talking about it, but it's just football.
Not seeing a lot of chemistry between the QB and his intended target on that play.
4 wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. And it is hardly a big surprise that this Alabama defense is hitting hard and making their presence felt in the backfield.
Yeah, it's what they built their brand on. They built it on physicality and stopping the run, and you've seen over the last several years, too. After they do that, they come after your quarterback, and they try to get that sucker on the ground.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. He's looking downfield to throw. Under heat, he gets rid of it. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
And offensively, we know it's hard throwing the ball in 3rd and long situations because the defense can play big zone coverages. They've got a lot of guys with their eyes on you, so the QB had no shot there. Nobody open. Nice job not forcing it, not risking a turnover, just throwing it away.
Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. So the Alabama Crimson Tide offense comes out for their first possession of the game. One thing to watch, can this guy get in the quarterback's head and make him take a peek at the rush, David?
Dang, Skippy, that's what you want to do. You want to make this guy a little bit more human and not as much of a game breaker at the quarterback spot. Get some pressure on him, hit him a few times.
He's one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but he can't hurt you if he's laying on his back. And this defensive end can put him there often.
They've really performed at an elite level in conference play, and that'll build your confidence as we continue through this SEC season.
This was a team that was really motivated in the offseason coming into this one, and they knew the challenge ahead of them, but they also know how talented they are. And, David, they're putting that on display each and every week here in SEC play.
And let's pump the brakes, because if they're happy with what they've done so far, they're going to have some losses. Like, this is a tough league. The SEC is not easy to navigate. They're going to have to continue to grow and a heck of a start.
Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket starts to collapse. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
And that is a great job by the defense, containing and constricting the pocket. There was nowhere for the QB to go, and he did not have a lot of time. He went down quick.
Now the quarterback changing the original play call. On 4th down, looking for the completion. He's got him, and they convert. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the 1st down before he steps out of bounds. They needed a bunch on 4th down, and boy, did they get it.
And I get aggressiveness. We get aggressiveness. We want to be aggressive, take shots down the field. First half, they felt like 4th and long. No big deal, and they get it. I imagine we'll get a few more of those.
And there is nothing doing on that one. You got the completion and nothing else to show for it. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. The give to the tailback. Relying on that running game as they threaten to pick up a 4 down to the 13. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's a big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all up.
Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Alabama!
What an example of this quarterback just putting his offense on his back. Drop back, wanted to throw the ball downfield, nobody open, no problem. Extend the play, buy himself some time, and then take off with his legs to score that touchdown.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 7-0. That last drive covered 52 yards on their way to the score. And the capper came on the run to the end zone from the 13. He'll return it. Look at that toughness, just running through everybody. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
Yeah, last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on the field.
Play action. Runs through the tackle. He's going up top. Snags it inside the 20. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. Well, I'm not sure who was closer to the receiver there, the defensive backs or us here in the booth.
That was great execution on offense. Receiver wins the route one-on-one, shows off his speed, gets himself wide open. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that one. Nice job.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Paul.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
2nd down coming up. He's looking to throw. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass. It just never developed. We anticipate this one being much tighter than the last time these two met when it was a blowout, David.
And here's the thing. You got an opportunity right now. You got the football early in this game to show you this is going to be more of the same.
Well, we talked to both coaching staffs and players, and they're all very aware of what happened last time these two teams played. So expect everybody's A game today. Reese, you're right. We expect this one to be a lot tighter.
The quick out. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. You just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down to 48. Third and short now from their own 48. They'll try to run for it. Dances away from one. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. This Alabama offense is clicking. They're set up with another first down. He's going to pass. Going for the big play. Got it. And he will score. Touchdown Tide.
And listen, find your matchups you like, and you can see you got your speedster out wide. You like the matchup. He sees it, puts some air underneath that thing, and he outruns the DB. He's got no shot. Runs underneath it, and then walks his way into the end zone for 6.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Texas Tech is currently ahead in this one. The Jones is just jam-packed today, but the Scarlet and Black have struggled to really pull away. They're up by 7 over West Virginia. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
They have it at the 43, third and short, trying to avoid making a decision on 4th down. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Running it back, it's Schmidt. Good job by the coverage team, and that's how we'll end the period. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. They've swapped ends of the field, and we're ready to go in the second. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Handoff from the gun. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Barrels all the way to the 29, a gain of 6.
Just a simple power play. Again, not sexy, run the ball up the middle. Physicality, offensive line, assert themselves, run block, what they love to do. This pays dividends down the road.
Looking to throw on third. Fires left. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He threw that one with some serious heat. This senior quarterback doesn't need a lot of space to get it in there. Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. Hand off from the shotgun. Oh, what a cut! He makes the stop at the 43-yard line. It's a pickup of 15, and they've got it in plus territory. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 42. Might as well give it to him again. Quick step and go. At the 20, he's got space. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop.
Well, there's the offense trying to take advantage of this running back speed. I like the call. Hand off to the left, to the outside. Put him in space and let him go to work.
On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Hit a little speed bump on this drive. It's 2nd and 12. Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Bama!
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to pay that.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
Man, that's an impressive play. This dude is so dominant. And I'll tell you, we don't have enough time in this broadcast to list off all the great Alabama D linemen, especially in recent years. That play right there, that reminds me of a guy I played against back in the day, Cornelius Griffin, playing on the inside of Alabama's defensive line. Every single time you drop back, you were going to have that guy in your lap. He was always pushing the pocket, and he was always collapsing it with his speed and athleticism and his first step. That last play right there reminds me of some of these great players we've seen on the Crimson Tide D-line here in recent years.
Third down is money down. You got to find a way to execute and get the ball out, get it to your playmakers. That was the opposite of that. They got it to their playmakers, and they got absolutely nowhere. Lost yards on the play. 4th down now upcoming.
Here comes that Alabama offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week.
Trying to get behind the defense. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on 1st down.
And as an offense, you want to stay aggressive. You want to keep calling these downfield shots. I know you didn't complete that one, but you want to send a clear message. You're trying to take the top off this defense. You keep calling downfield shots. You soften up the coverage. You get those safeties playing deep. That's going to open up your running game later on.
How about the defensive end understanding football, understanding that I got to keep outside contain. I'm responsible for the quarterback. Good job playing his responsibility. And how about getting that sucker?
And he'll be knocked down at the 2-yard line. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. And he makes the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. Coming after it. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment. They've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here, and they're making it hard for this quarterback to go to work.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. No opportunity to run it back as the ball goes out of bounds. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They've been the height of efficiency here in the first half, David. You've got to think they're going to try to click it right down the field here.
When you're looking at your playbook and it's
just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. With the 1st down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Gets away from 1. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He's looking for a man on 2nd down. Wiggles, and the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the 1st down. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away.
That shit would have got blocked, nigga.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He wants to throw. Lets it fly deep downfield. And
thank God.
Make the connection going for the big play.
long incompletions. Okay, we got to take shots. You got to make big plays in college football. I love that you're taking shots. Keep taking them. Some of those are going to come home. Some of them aren't. But when they come home, they equal big-time points.
Throws to the wideout. It's caught downfield. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Now it's a first down from the 43-yard line. Looking to move it through the air. Grabbed over the middle. It's McLeod. Brought down at the 28. A chunk play. 15 yards on that one and a first down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
And that's just a flat misfire, not even close to his receiver. 4 wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10.
I think the biggest issue in the passing game for this offense has been accuracy, right? The last time this guy took the field, he completed less than 50% of his throws, and you're seeing that again in this game. Just hasn't been able to put the ball where he wants it to go.
Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. On third down, going up top. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be fourth down. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. He's going to try to punch one through from 45 yards away. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. From inside the 10, here he comes. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Quarterback will audible. Comes out throwing on first down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. He can haul it in, incomplete. They took a shot, but that's how we'll wrap up the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Mississippi State has it teed up, ready to go here in the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes that Alabama offense. They go to work in the third quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive, but give him some more time here in the second half.
I think you can do that, too, offensively, by maybe leaving your tight end in to help block, maybe chipping with running backs to help these tackles out on the edge, because you're right. That pocket has been shaky, and if it continues to be that way in the second half, this could be a much different-looking football game.
The transition of Alabama quarterbacks over the years has been fascinating, from the dreaded game manager label to playmaker.
To playmaker, to spread it out, to Heisman winner. I mean, that's how much this offense has changed and evolved, and they're going to be aggressive, and they're going to score points in this new age era.
Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. He now has 85 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. They've already moved the chains a couple of times on this drive, now out close to midfield.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Quarterback on the keeper. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
It's difficult to contain athletic quarterbacks, but man, when everybody plays their assignment, it's a beautiful thing. I understand I got to take away this. I got to keep my eyes on the quarterback, make sure he doesn't pull that football. They weren't fooled, and the quarterback had nowhere to go with it.
Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Going to the running game. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
Leaves it with the running back. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
He had this drive going, but they face a 2nd and 15. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Touchdown, Crimson Tide! And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on them. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Palmer.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. It's always great to get points on a drive, but it would behoove them to try to get a touchdown this time around, Palmer.
They may have to get out of their comfort zone here too, David, a little bit, and just start being more aggressive and take some chances, but that's what's going to happen for them to win this game.
Yeah, and when you're losing, obviously everything gets heightened. Everything becomes more critical. This drive is crucial because you've got to cut into this deficit and put some points on the board.
Mississippi State right back to the line. Right back to the well. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Leaves it with the back. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. 4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a 5th. It'll be a run on 3rd and short. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. He's looking to throw it. Pressure coming. Keeps the play going. They're bringing heat. Trying to make magic with his feet. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
It's going to be tough on this defense containing this guy because he's got that sixth sense to get outside the pocket, and at that point, he's throwing it and hurting you, or you can take off and run. That time able to get the first down. Big challenge for the defense moving forward.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. He's now up to 104 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. He throws back across his body, and it's picked off. Not a lot of return, but they get rid of that as they got it at the 49.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
And the quarterback is snowed under.
Really nice play. When you talk about Alabama and their dominance on defense, especially in recent years, it all starts up front. You have to have disruptors playing on the defensive line, guys that can be versatile and line up at different positions, but create havoc in the backfield, and that's what this guy has been able to do throughout his career.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And this defense is smelling blood right now. Like, they know they got him right where they want him. Got him in a 3rd down and long. They got to lead by 3 possessions. Everything is going their way. This offense is in trouble.
And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Here comes that Alabama offense. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays, and I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this drive.
Squirts across the 30 to the 32, a pickup of 5.
I know that wasn't a huge, sexy gain, and I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on 2nd down. 2nd and 10, really hard. 3rd and 10, really.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And they wanted it all with that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
Oh, man, the quarterback almost just threw his 2nd interception on as many drives. He's trying to fit that football in there and gets tipped up in the air. He's lucky that wasn't picked off.
From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. And that pass picked off. Got some room to run. And what a way to end the quarter for this defense, forcing a big turnover. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up.
That's one thing I had.
Offense back onto the field.
After
punting the last time they had it, they ought to be set up for a much better result with this drive.
This offense better be licking their chops. You're not going to start with better field possession than this all game did.
You ain't lying. Forget about the last possession.
They play to their schedule, but they don't have a tough little schedule.
Give to the running back. The Bulldogs will have a 1st down.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the 1st down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the 1st down one.
Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Now the play fake. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
If I had told you that one of the best quarterbacks in all of college football was going to have less than 200 yards passing in this game, you might not have had that on your bingo card, but that's what's in fact happened. This defense has done an outstanding job getting pressure on him like they did right there, getting the sack.
Yeah, and this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's later in the 4th quarter, later in the game, obviously. And
it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. Takes it the other way. He steps out of bounds, but not only does he get the ball back, what a return to set up his offense. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Cabrera. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. When you see all those defenders around your intended target like that, just throw it in the ground and throw it. I mean, that's a completion that loses yards. You're just hurting your offense.
The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. The Crimson Tide will bring a punt team on the field. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Fair catch, called for and made. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback. Mississippi State going up tempo. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And the pass hits, picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Well, they will slow it in a
And
bit.
that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career.
He uncorks one deep. And falls incomplete. But it could have been much, much worse as the defender was right there. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
He's got an open man. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Moves away as he feels pressure. Touchdown, Alabama! And the pummeling has started. With that last score, things comfortable here in the 4th as they are headed to a 7-1 record. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it. Right? You're going to be a great player. You got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
They gave themselves room to operate with that first play. Now 1st down from the 37. Unloads to the wideout. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already got the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46. And let's see what kind of ball plays this offense has ready. On the option. He'll toss it. And that defense doesn't allow a cutback, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain. 2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. The give on the inside. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. Might be decision time if the defense can get a stop on 3rd down from the 45. Looking to throw for it. He rifles one deep down the middle. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
And the offense comes up short on 3rd down. I'll tell you what, they still have it. There's so many positives to point to. I'll be interested to see if they go for it here on 4th down. They don't have to. They got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, shown a variety of all kinds of things. Now it's just about how they want to finish.
Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
Alabama quickly back to the line. To the ground. He's got it again. Nice move to pick up yardage. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. A very productive play on 1st down has now set us up with this 2nd and goal. Touchdown Tide! And the beatdown has ensued. They extend this 4th quarter lead, and now they are staring at a 7-game winning streak.
points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent today.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face, and it stinks, but you're not good enough. And today, they were not good enough. And I'm going to do the best I can to try to flush this down the toilet.
And a sack all the way back at the 5. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Got it in the middle. It's McLeod. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. And the returner will be dragged down. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. With this big cushion they're working with, Jesse, they're ready to send these fans toward the exits.
And you know the coaching staff has got to be so happy with how this offense has been able to come out here on the road, fight the crowd noise, and execute at such a high level, Dave.
Yeah, just dominate the football game. And now, listen, it's mode where I can run the football, run out the clock, watch this game go to zeros and get the done.
Ball at the 38, the defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Trying to burn this defensive back. He makes a grab. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. Defense was a little anxious there, got caught offside. The penalty will be declined and give him the touchdown. Looking for the 2-point try. They want to throw it. Feeling some heat. And the defense on him, and he will go down. Sack on the 2-point try. Now they'll try to get another possession with an onside kick. They'd hoped to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
They'll start this drive with a pass. Oh, he had him right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on 1st down. On 2nd down, wants to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Lewis. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26. 1st down here for the offense. He wants to throw. Getting some heat. Lets it fly. They fought to the bitter end, and the final incompletion puts a wrap on it. There's a long and storied history of great games between these two rivals, and this chapter adds another to that legacy.
Really impressed by the poise by the winning team as well here. They weren't overhyped in this game. They came out, they looked prepared, they were calm, definitely confident. David, they were able to go out and execute well enough to get this win.
And it's hard in these rivalry games with all the emotions running.